Whew, I'm up. I got the loopiness of somebody who just spammed their entire list. My perfect song for spamming the list is the song Jungle Boy. Maybe we could play some, or we'll get hit by a copyright claim. But I'm excited, and I'm awake, and it's the morning. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about what gets me up. What wakes me up in the morning? What gets me moving? How come every morning I'm able to get up, pull my phone off of the bedside table, and just immediately get to work without needing any sort of motivation, without needing a morning routine? How am I just able to get into it and do it? Well, it starts by getting addicted to the notifications on your phone. A lot of people say that you shouldn't have any notifications and you can have a clean slate every morning and you should be able to turn your phone off for hours at a time and go out into the world. I am the exact opposite type of person. In fact, today, I just asked Div if he would turn on more notifications. We have a course that we're selling in India that wasn't giving us Slack notifications every time somebody made a sale. And I felt like we needed even more notifications, more things coming in so that we can feel the joy that comes with sales. That's what gets me up in the morning. What gets me up in the morning is seeing sales coming in across our suite of products, seeing Taplio signups, seeing money come in on LeadShark, seeing people join Email 10K Ultimate, seeing people join International Clients Framework, seeing everything happening. And that's what gets me up. That's what gets me going. You could fake it the same way, and you could get that same dopamine from engagement on your social media, Twitter likes, YouTube subscribers. And I do that too sometimes. But I recommend, if you can, only having push notifications on for sales coming through. And it gets to the point where it's annoying, I guess. You can call it annoying. Like the other day, we had like 60 signups on Taplio in one day. And some might say that's annoying enough to mute the channel. But I don't say that. I say it's fun, even more, constant spam. And yeah, of course, I'm going to have to probably mute these channels. I had to mute Email 10K Ultimate already because we're getting too many signups. I'm probably going to have to mute all of these channels at some point. But that drug of sales notifications is what wakes me up in the morning. So, and coffee. Coffee wakes me up in the morning too. You might be surprised to know that was my first sip of coffee of the morning. So this awakeness you're seeing, unaided awakeness. So that's what gets me up in the morning. And what you should do if you want to feel lust for life, or you want to feel like you are up and you're ready to go in the mornings, is find what works for you. Some people, I assume, do better with the morning routines. I know they love selling the idea of waking up with no alarm clock and doing the facial cleanser and doing all that stuff. People love to sell that idea of the American Psycho morning routine that's 4 hours long, meditation, all that shit. I have never found much result with that. I don't really meditate. I don't really have an actual morning routine. I don't use any face wash or cleanser or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll get up, I'll shave, I'll shower, but normally all of that happens after I've been working for about 2 hours on my phone. So that is the true morning routine, is wake up, work for 2 hours, and then get going with the day. That's the true morning routine. So in order to get yourself going, think about what you can do to encourage yourself to look forward to waking up. For me, I look forward to waking up because I know the day before we did a bunch of marketing tasks that are going to lead to sales in the morning. Let's say the day before I sent some cold emails. Well, now I'm going to want to open my phone at 6:30 in the morning to see how the emails are doing. Or if the day before we launched a bunch of Facebook ad campaigns, I'm going to want to open my phone to see, how are the campaigns doing? And now I'm on my phone, I'm engaged in the work, and it's very easy to start knocking out the tasks. The other thing that works for me is knowing exactly what my tasks are supposed to be for the next day. Like today, one of my tasks was film videos. Another task that I had was create an email automation for Taplio. Another task that I had was create a cold email drip for SDR recruiting. And all of those tasks, except for this YouTube video, which you're watching come together now, all of those other tasks were done by 8:30 a.m. Well, actually, I think the Taplio drip went a little over. I think we were done by 9:20 a.m. But if I didn't have to do these YouTube videos, I could be scuba diving right now and have done more work than most people get done in an entire week. And it's because I have that thirst for life and because I want to get it done. So what gets me up in the morning is the game that I'm playing. So gamify your business, feel that joy when you get the sales, and you'll be good to go. Another thing that really works for me is avoiding negative customers and removing negative customers from the business. When I used to be full-time at X27 in the agency, I still own it, but I used to be full-time and I would hear customer complaints, and it was such a drain to hear customers complain and say negative stuff. And it's very different from software as a service feedback, where people might have feedback on the app, but they're not being total about things. And so if you hate your business, part of it might just be the customers that you're working with. There's this meme that's like the classic meme now. $500 client, complain. $5,000 client, money sent, thanks. And that means if you charge low prices, the clients complain and talk about you like you're their last hope, et cetera, et cetera. But if you charge a little higher, now you're just one of the people in their organization. They're not even going to talk to you. I haven't talked to the Twitter ghostwriter that's running the Lead Shark campaigns in weeks. He's just going. It doesn't really matter. I haven't talked to the guy that's running our TikTok account in weeks. Yeah, I don't even know like half the people on our team's names. I just pay them and then they do their work. And if it doesn't perform, then we fire them. And if they do perform, they stay in the organization long term. And that's the right mindset to have. Avoid the negative parts of your work and only focus on the positives. Now, the obvious pushback on that is, well, if you're not hearing customer complaints, isn't your quality of work terrible? And to that, I say, this is where software as a service businesses are superior to agencies, because I know the SaaS tool works every single time. I know if you go to Tablio, the AI, unless there's a bug, is going to be writing content in a very consistent way. The scheduling is going to work in a very consistent way. And then the complaints only come in the form of bug reports, which are typically handled in a very calm manner, and feature requests, which again are handled in a very calm manner and make the product better on both sides. Complaints in the agency world happen all the time from all sorts of things, whether they're complaining about the campaign results or whether they're complaining about something that's our fault, like maybe the work started late, or for some reason the work quality is low, or maybe the work quality is fine, but they perceive it as low because they haven't been bought in fully to our slightly different way of doing marketing. If you're bought into the old school copywriting method of wanting multi-paragraph emails, then you see our 3-sentence cold email. Of course, you're going to want to add another like 10 sentences to that. You think it's incomplete when actually ours perform better. So there's a lot of that stuff that really hurt when it comes to scaling an agency and really hurt when it comes to motivation to grow and scale an agency, and is one of the main reasons why Robert runs the agency. We have Hagopa on operations, and why I do almost no day-to-day activities inside of X27. It's just a total bummer, dude. Total drain. So if you want to wake up, you want to enjoy your life, you want to look forward to each day, then systematically remove everything that you don't look forward to. Customer complaints on your agency, get rid of it. But you still got to make money, so open a project where you can get customer complaints and it doesn't drain you. I'm trying to think of other things people might hate about their job. It's very hard to think about because I love every single aspect of what I'm doing, but I know the systems I set up are the reason why. So I'm trying to think of like, what are some of the things that I don't do that I should do? Project management. Okay, that's another one. We have a project manager on the team, and so I don't have to track the tasks that I do. I can just tell somebody on the team that I need to do these things. And then they hit me up every morning like, Alex, you said you do this. Alex, you said you do this. And then I just do them and it works really well. Operations, making sure that people are following up and doing their work. That's also something I hate. I love being able to just have somebody tell me they're going to do something and then they do it. And in my mind, that's what happens. On the back end, somebody needs to be there as the parent, as the manager, asking people to do the work or hold them accountable or give them feedback and do all that stuff. And so I don't really love doing that. So we have people on the team that are doing that as well. Collections. Payments that should have come in that aren't coming in. I have outsourced that. We have a team. We have some girls in Romania that are all about collections. And these girls are great at chasing down people that don't pay and getting them to pay. And so if you want to enjoy your life, all you got to do is outsource the stuff or hire for the stuff that you don't want to do, that you don't get enjoyment out of, and focus only on what you do get enjoyment out of. And eventually it'll work out. Your income might dip in the meantime, especially if you're making hires, but in the long run, the enjoyment and the passion that you have for your business will lead to a lot more revenue and a lot better results for your clients. Let me know down below, do you enjoy your life when you wake up? And what would you change to enjoy it more? Would love to get a conversation going. Smash that like button to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.